It is at 4:08 p.m. I'll call the meeting to order with the quorum present. We have an agenda to review these business plans for the business plan competition. And Stephen, do you want us to go ahead and review the minutes from the July meeting?
Yes, if you could just make sure that there's nothing in those July meeting minutes that needs to be updated or changed. It should reflect the conversation. It wasn't a very long meeting when you all met to discuss it, so there aren't a lot of details in there to mix up. But if there is something, please let me know.
Well, they look all right to me. Is there any comments, corrections?
I thought they were fine. It looked fine to me.
All right. Can I get a motion?
Make a motion that the minutes from July be accepted as is.
All right, I'll second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Sounds unanimous.
It's just you and it.
All right, so shall we move on to the business plan review? Stephen, you want to give us any?
Absolutely. So this is our yearly business plan contest. If you aren't familiar with the process, early in the year we start doing marketing to let people know that we're going to have a contest in which they'll be able to enter and have their ideas compete against one another for up to $5,000 grants towards business expenses. We've had, in my opinion, it's one of the more interesting or fun, I guess, programs that we have. There's a lot of ideas. A lot of people are doing this who've never started their own business before. So there's a lot of entrepreneurs that are getting to sort of dip their toe in the pool. But it starts with a 2-page summary that people have to write, where we have a sort of early review that makes sure that people are following the rules and they have an idea that's viable in some way. And then once it goes down from that first phase, then they're asked to write full business plans. When they're writing those full business plans, I do a lot of classes where, I walk people through what it takes to write a business plan and also tell them specifically sort of what we're looking for. And then we also offer, the staff also does offer technical assistance and reviews for both the 2-page summaries and the business plans. So if people are participating, they're not just out there on their own. They're getting help from me in all the different phases. We had a pretty big collection of business plans this year. We had the marketing department at the city just did this amazing job of getting the word out about the contest, and we just had a lot of people show interest, and that sort of filtered down into you all getting quite a large sum of business plans to read through. So I will be curious to hear all of your thoughts about which ones rose to the top and why, and I'll be diligently taking notes and answering questions throughout.
There was a lot and a lot of pages.
Yes.
I thought that the quality seemed good this year. The quality of the proposals seemed really
it was higher, much higher. Yeah, much higher.
More complete applications and well written, most of them. So I thought it's certainly a strong year.
Right. I agree.
Can I give the sort of funding side of it, a little just criteria. So these are the contest is funded with community development block grant funds. We do this as a micro enterprise to make it eligible for CDBG funds, which means they cannot have more than 5 employees, including the owner at the time the funds are provided. And they are to be either in the neighborhood revitalization strategy area or low mod. So those are the main criteria. Stephen, I had a question. Does the business already have to be in business? Because some of these were like, they weren't in business yet.
Concepts. They were concepts.
No, if someone has a business concept, basically it can win, and then they would just have to prove that they can, you know, either create it or prove that they could create it with the funds, you know, to staff, you know, and then we've done follow-ups to make sure that they're doing what we say and everything as well. So that's an integral part of the process, is that, you know, every now and then someone does, you know, sort of have to show their work and make sure that they're following all the eligibility requirements throughout the business creation process.
Thanks.
And is this just one winner? Oops. Oh, is this just one winner or do we have multiples?
So
It's just one, right?
No, so you can choose up to 2 winners.
2, yeah.
Oh,
I
2.
thought so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
But you're not required to choose 2. You just you can choose up to 2.
Okay.
And I have to say, right, I am Robert Rust Foods is here in this building in the
Yes.
so I probably can't vote on that one. I don't know if you call that a conflict of interest or not, but he's in the building. Now, I didn't see any financials attached to his. Did I miss something?
No, there were none. That I didn't
All
see.
right. Yeah. Okay.
I thought there were, maybe not.
Well, I think he described how he would
He,
use the money,
yeah, he talked about
but
that, but he
there
didn't put
weren't
in projections or anything.
Oh, that's
not
right.
company financials. I didn't
Right.
see.
That's right. There weren't.
Right.
I didn't see.
But I still liked his overall.
Yeah. Now, are we going to discuss these in open meeting or closed meeting? Sometimes.
Well, some of these do have some personal financial information in them, but if you so if you'd feel more comfortable having a closed meeting, that might be something that you could do.
Is that what we usually do? I don't recall
I think we have.
I
going
think
into
so.
closed meeting. Okay.
Yeah, I think so, to discuss.
And then summarize and, you know, on
Right.
kind of the summary of the results in open meeting afterward.
Okay. All right.
So I'll just note that you all have entered into a closed meeting, and then we'll make sure that the Winston-Salem TV gets that as well. Okay, thank you.
session.
All right, let's get the Winston-Salem 13. Larry, do you hear that? Thank you, sir.
All right, so we have some strong applications here, and a couple have really risen to the top. I think we've got strong consensus about the best ones, and have agreed that they have the most complete applications. They've made it clear that their businesses are viable. They have clients, they're operating, uh, generating revenue, and it's clear that $5,000 capital infusion is going to be a great benefit to helping them. They'll be able to leverage these funds, and um, it'll make a big difference for them. So, I guess we need to vote on those top two. The ones we agree will be the top two. Seems to be.
Yeah, if someone could just give me a motion for the to approve the two that you chose.
Okay.
I make a motion that we approve Robert Russ Foods as well as DNA as the top two choices in the small business contest.
All right. And I'll second that. And all in favor of Robert Russ Foods and DNA Lifestyle, Health, and Fitness being the winners for this year's competition, say aye.
Aye.
Diane, I can't hear you.
Aye. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
All right. And I can vote for DNA Lifestyle, but I on DNA Lifestyle, but I have to abstain from Robert Russ Foods because he's here and
He's at the Enterprise Center.
at the Enterprise Center. That's right.
Okay.
All right. So we have agreed
And
that
now
those.
if you all, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but if you could, we've got the motion, but what I really want to do is get like just a few words, because you all had some specific praise for each of these, and I'd like to have something on the record. I know that you mentioned that they were both viable and they had incredibly, impressive, plans and presentations, and that the impact for both of them was going to be great. But did you have anything that specifically jumped out at you about the individual winners?
Yeah, on Robert Russ Foods, the product sounded like it was very interesting, very delicious. He is in business. He sounds like he has a viable and up and coming business, and that $5,000 grant will make a big difference toward his $8,000 purchase of a cart. I think this program also has an optional extra 5,000 loan. I don't know if he'd take that. But yeah, it sounds like he has possibilities and that these funds would do a lot of good in making that happen. And on the other one, DNA Wellness, I mostly just found it was a good plan. I mean, it was well written, and it sounds like the award will help her too.
Yeah, as far as Robert Russ, the cart will increase his business so much. So I think that's a good use of the funds. And as far as DNA, she had some strong references about her business already, and she's turning down business. So I think the $5,000 towards a vehicle would do her a lot of good too, as well.
Right. I think the freezer trailer, I know with Robert Russ Foods, having a freezer, the health department requires that, well, his burritos are frozen, so
Frozen,
that they
right,
having the freezer cooler would allow him to transport those and serve a wider area
right. Go farther.
with delivery. So I think, yeah, that's going to be major for him. And it looked like from the numbers that it would pay for itself pretty soon from
Right,
additional business that he'd be able
right.
to,
To
additional contracts he'd be able
right,
to secure
right.
with that delivery freezer available to him. I think with DNA Lifestyle, um, she has satisfied clients that were available to write letters for her, and the rehab, post-surgical rehab is that's a great specialty. A lot of people need that rehab service, and having the ability to go to your patient rather than having your patient, having to travel to your office. I think that being mobile is a major asset for her, and being able, just to have that ability to have the vehicle and go to her clients who might be homebound or something like that. That's really important. So she had great qualifications and good experience. And when you see a business that's already making
Doing
money,
well,
already
right.
has clients, already doing well, that shows, that they have some, they figured
Viability.
some things out, right? They've
Hmm.
already figured out some of the things that you know some people never figure it out. They want to figure it out, but they can't quite figure it out. And both of these businesses seem to have found people who want to pay for their services, or pay for their product, pay for their services, and they have been able to monetize uh, a product and a service in a meaningful way. So I think they're great. Um, Anything else?
Yeah, I just want to say that I appreciate y'all making all those comments and the having the reading all of these plans. I know it was a big job this year. I just want to let you know that I am going to talk to all the people that weren't selected and make sure that they know that you all thought that the crop was so good this year that I'm going to highly recommend that they get with me and maybe make some adjustments to their plans and try again next year, because I think a lot of them I'd hate for a lot of these people to just make this their one shot at this, because there were so many good plans. So I'm going to make sure and pass that along, that you all thought that there was overall really high quality running through everything this year.
Yes, agree.
Hmm.
Thank you. So what's next, Stephen? I guess you have your classes starting next, huh? The business
That's
classes.
correct. Yes, this upcoming Tuesday, we're going to have a business training program start again, and we'll be running it here in the Bryce Stewart building every Tuesday night from 6 to 8 p.m.
Sounds great. Anything else we need to do?
I don't have anything. I'm working with people, trying to get y'all some loans to approve, but I don't have anything to submit. I don't have anything to get in front of you yet.
All right. Okay. Well, if there's no further business, can I get a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second. All right. Well, take care, everybody.
All
Thank
right,
you.
thank you. Thanks, everybody.